No!
So for today's topic, we have an update on the unruly and aggressive cruise ship passenger that randomly decided to attack now confirmed to be 2 crew members and was so difficult to take down during this altercation that he had to be zip-tied, pepper sprayed, and manually sedated. And what's crazy about all of this is that it all took place just 1 hour after the cruise had started. We're going to go over the update, and I have to be honest with you, it's not very good, but we'll get into it and go into a little discussion after this video clip.
Passenger who was reportedly drunk and unruly on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship has died. Fox 11's Haley Winslow, who broke this story originally, is live for us again tonight, new at 6. Haley.
Yeah, Alex, I spoke to a family member of the man who died on the cruise ship. He was aboard with his little son and his wife, some other family members. They say his enraged behavior was completely uncharacteristic of him, that he's a very nice person, and they're trying to get to the bottom of exactly what happened, but they're absolutely devastated, as is the man we introduced you to yesterday, who videotaped the incident.
I just want to give my condolences to the family, and I'm really sorry. Nobody deserves to die, especially like that.
Shocked and saddened, Christopher McHale says he's heartbroken
No!
to learn an unruly cruise ship passenger has died. The coroner's office confirms 35-year-old Michael Virgil died aboard Royal Caribbean's Navigator of the Seas.
May he rest in peace. He just needed some help.
It was supposed to be a fun cruise to Mexico, water slides, hot tubs, even an escape room on board. But an hour after departing the port out of San Pedro, McHale says Virgil got off the elevator on the wrong floor
I'm gonna knock you the out!
and started making threats, screaming profanity and racial slurs.
The gentleman that was drunk said that he was going to kill us, and then he started chasing us down the hallway. The crew member that I was running with was able to lock himself in one of the towel rooms.
McHale says Virgil injured 2 crew members and then captured video of him trying to get to that crew member by kicking the door to the towel room with his steel-toed boots.
And he was asking for God to forgive him. So, I mean, I forgive him. You know, I'm not God, but I forgive him. It's alcohol.
Do it! Just relax. I swear to God!
Shirtless and exhausted, Virgil is surrounded by security. McHale says they used bear or pepper spray, towels, zip ties, and eventually handcuffs to detain Virgil. But one of his family members says security injected Virgil with some sort of sedative, and within an hour, he died. The family member says Virgil's enraged behavior is completely uncharacteristic of him, and that he was a good man who leaves behind a wife and 7-year-old son also aboard the cruise.
I'm very sorry for what you guys are going through, and if you guys need anything, please reach out. God bless you guys.
The Royal Caribbean Group sent us this statement. We are saddened by the passing of one of our guests. We offered support to the family and are working with authorities on their investigation. And I did talk to the FBI many times today. They are looking at this with a fine-tooth comb. Of course, this happened on international waters, so they are looking at the videos that McHale took, meeting with him for the 3rd time tomorrow, as well as the videos that were in that hallway, the surveillance cameras, and the crew members who also wear body cams.
So first and foremost, of course, my sincere condolences do go out to the friends and family, especially the family that was on board with 35-year-old Michael Virgil. I can't even imagine how they are feeling. You heard in the video clip that, according to the wife, he had never acted like this before, and he is a good guy. And to be honest with all of you, I 100% believe her. Looking at this situation, I understand there is going to be obviously a lot of updates. The FBI is currently investigating this situation because, again, this is something that happened so abruptly, so randomly. And even though I cover a lot of stuff like this when it comes to cruise ships, personally, I have never, ever seen anything like this in my entire life. And I know naturally some people want more questions. They want to look at the body cam footage, which honestly I'm trying to obtain. I do have some sources and we'll see if we can get that, but it'll probably honestly take maybe 2-3 months if I'm being honest with all of you, because there's going to be the investigation and the reports and everything going on. But nevertheless, it's neither here or there right now. Let's look at the actual situation that has taken place. Again, this happened 1 hour in, and Obviously, they are going with the fact that he is supposedly intoxicated, and I'm assuming they're trying to say that he was just so drunk when all of this happened. First of all, 1 hour after the ship had left, there is no way physically, no matter how big or small you are, you can get so intoxicated without passing out or vomiting all over the place that you then become that aggressive. Well, scratch that. Maybe it is possible, but I very, very seriously doubt it. I've never seen it before. And I say all this to say, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the family that is involved with all this, but I think everybody's possibly maybe thinking the same thing, that this man had to have been on some other type of substance to some degree for all of this to happen. And what I believe happened is after he was actually taken down and subdued, whenever they shot him up with the sedative, whatever was in his system mixed in with the sedative, and it could have possibly caused the effect that inevitably and unfortunately caused his untimely demise and death. I do want to be very clear and careful with my words when it comes to the fact that Royal Caribbean used a sedative to subdue this man. It is not Royal Caribbean's fault. I personally don't believe so, and I don't want to float that idea around. Royal Caribbean, in terms of, well, in any cruise ship, pepper spray and, of course, a sedative, as you can imagine, is a last resort measure to subdue someone. So you can see, and even in the video, you can see how clearly this man was not going down. He was very fixated on the door, and they waited for him to tire out. But even when they tried to physically subdue him, it does look like, what, 4 or 5 people trying to take him down, and they are unable to. So, of course, they have to resort to these measures. At face value, I'm just telling you guys what I see. It does look like whatever was in his system mixed in, possibly with whatever sedative that they gave him, or whatever substance that he was on is what inevitably caused his untimely demise. I don't want to speculate, but naturally, again, everybody is assuming that whatever was in his system is what ended up causing him to unfortunately pass away. But like I said, there could be the other possibility that there is just simply the reaction with everything that has also taken place. Not that it is Royal Caribbean's fault, but it is just a very sad situation that has taken place. And again, I just simply don't think that it was purely the fact that he had been drinking. I believe they said that at the time, whenever he just kind of went down on the wrong deck, he was walking with his wife and they were going back to the room or something like that. And next thing you know, he's attacking 2 crew members. Again, attacking 2 crew members. And then one goes into what is like a broom closet, and he's literally trying to kick down the door with his steel-toe boots. By the way, I am fairly certain that after this whole situation, steel-toe boots are probably going to be banned off of cruise ships. I don't think it's good or bad, but hey, it is what it is. I'm trying to think of any other possibilities anyway when it comes to what could have happened. Maybe he was on some medication, and then you have the medication and the drinks and then the sedative, or the medication in the drinks is the one that made him react like that, and he was maybe allergic or had some type of a reaction in his body, and that is unfortunately what did it. But who knows? Again, I don't want to dive too deep into this. Of course, there is going to be a very large investigation. I'm also going to make an update whenever it comes out. So like all of you fine folk, I'm going to keep a very, very close eye on this situation, because again, to me, this is absolutely insane, absolutely unheard of. And of course, let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comment section below. Hit that like button on your way out, subscribe if you haven't already. And as usual, I love and appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you later. Take it easy.